Hey y'all, Global 5 here today, doing an achievement video. I've been putting this off for a couple weeks, so I apologize to those who have been waiting for it on Twitter and everything else. Just been really crazy with the holidays and everything else. I guess I should go into a little bit of background as well to explain my main goals with Love Live School Idol Festival. I've been playing this game for just under 34 months, give or take, nowadays. And when I first started, I had some goals. Once I got really into the game, and one of those goals is the one I'm going to be talking about today, and that's trying to SSS or at least S clear every song in the game. I slacked off on this partially just because I didn't expect the game to be slowing down, and then with the introduction of All Stars, I decided that this year I needed to buckle down and really get towards this goal. So, my goal for 2018 was to complete all of the easy songs. It probably didn't start until March or April of this year, so I was pretty late getting into it, but I had a couple already SSS'd from back in the day or really close to it, so that was helpful in keeping me in line. One of my other goals was trying to really high rank, but I kind of gave up on that when they offered all those reduced LP things. It was during events or I was really sick. I watched people who had a brand new account go to 500, which went past me. So that kind of soured me a little bit about the ranks because it used to be how much you grinded and everything. So I gave up on that goal. But the SSS goal is definitely something that I intend to do over the next couple of years. Hopefully, with All Stars, I'm able to still put the time into this game. The other goal is my album. I always wanted to, fill as much of this as I could. Um, been doing it as I go along. I wail a little bit. I don't go too crazy, but I'm 640 cards away from completion, and some of these you can't get at all because they're promos that were only available in Japan. So, as long as I can, just keep working towards this goal, that'll be fun too. But those are my two main goals in this game. So without further ado, let's go into the SSSing of the easy songs. I was surprised. I stayed in the top 10 for 41 of these songs. I think I put myself in the top 10 for about half of them as I went through the goal. I fell out of a couple that I was surprised I fell out of, but kept 41 of them. I kept my first place. That was pretty cool. I did not expect that either. I expected somebody to come along and knock me off when they saw that Twitter post, but I kept it. So that's cool. We'll go through these, kind of quick, and just any of the ones that I took first, we'll pop in. We'll just look at that and see where I ended up, what the score was, and all that. But we'll try to make it quick. I don't want you all stuck here too long. As you can see, definitely getting, pretty far into it before we got to the first top 10. So I can't remember if I just didn't play with my maxed teams at the beginning or if they, just really to get knocked out. I don't know, maybe other people are starting to do this goal. But here's the first one in seventh place. Seventh place is actually the place I ended up in most for these. So this is like the average. I think I averaged 6.5 when I just did out, real quick, any of the ones that I was in top 10 for. So Here we go. First top 5. My Smile team is actually the one I was not in as many. Smile, I was in 11 top 10s. Cool, I was in 12. And Pure 18. Pure is definitely the team that I focused on the most. Part of that was because of my Dream You Are of Constellation Maki. I really wanted to pop my Pure team really good, so that way it was competitive, and it pretty much is, especially because a lot of people don't do Pure teams simply because of the lower note counts those songs tend to have. So as you can see, there's definitely gaps. Like I said, I don't know if people came in and started doing easy songs, or if I just straight up missed these. But you'd figure if it was like a trend of time, I would continue to be in the top 10. So I really hope it's just other people coming in and doing it, because not very many people, I'm sure, play the easy songs after they've been playing the game for a while. And this is the first top 3 we've gotten to, so I was actually really excited when I got a couple of top 3s, especially just because I don't think my teams are all that great. I don't maximize my teams. I only play with a single copy of a card, so if I get another copy, I practice it to it, or I open slots. So a lot of people will keep multiple copies on there. So and there's a second place. Just really, really cool. Look at that gap between first and second. I wonder if that's a hack account, because that's only a 103 rank. I mean, it could be a reroll, but with all those excessive hacked accounts that happened over the last year, you can't be too certain, especially with those like super low ranks when they're like high like that. So that makes me wonder about that one. Another third place. I appreciate everyone on Twitter, that puts up with my posts whenever I finish one of these things, because I mean, you've seen 106 of them over the year, especially because I just fire rapid them out usually in between events, since I don't play non-event songs usually unless there's like a campaign going on. So a lot of those people that have given me encouragement and shout outs while I've been doing this, because I don't know if anyone's ever done this goal, so it'd be interesting. And there's my first place. I actually have a decent lead on number two, so that's pretty cool. Part of the problem is we don't know when people set these, so this could have been set, years ago, and then just never came back to it because again, who plays easy songs? I mean, it's just tedious. I mean, I can't stress the tedious nature of playing them. And it looks like we're having trouble connecting to the internet, of course, because I have the worst internet connection. All right, there we go. Right, almost fell out of this one. Almost fell out of this one. This one I think I barely squeezed in there anyway, if you see how close that, ninth place to me was. Third place on this one. Yeah, I took these a couple of days ago, and I'm really going to try to look and see how they change over, the year and everything. So, if I drop out, and it'll just be interesting to see if people are still playing these lower difficulty songs, and if they're playing them with high level teams, to knock off someone like me. I'm going kind of slow, but part of that's because of the lag. Just again, I'm not running the best setup. Hopefully, next couple of months after the wedding, maybe we'll get on that train. But for now, we're still going low tech, just mirroring. Another 10 spots, so barely hanging on with this one. After this, the top 10s start to become really sparse. This was about when I started playing. So I think I had a couple of these already SSS'd before I started doing this. So the scores didn't change, or they didn't change much. So this is also, when teams would have started to get better compared to older songs. So yeah, I remember Angelic Angel being one of the first songs that I had played. It was a special event with it here in Boston at the at our convention, which I'm blanking on the name, so seems good. Was not able to play expert for that. Feels bad. I'm actually really sad I don't have a top 10 in Shocking Party. Doesn't surprise me because everybody plays it. But one of my favorite songs, the thing that actually got me into this game, to be honest, was that song. So, it feels kind of bad not having a top 10 on it. This is the last top 10 that I was in, so we're going to kind of breeze through these last songs here. So I'm just kind of going to watch the screen, make sure we get there, and then we're just going to continue on. Now, I appreciate everyone that's liked, subscribed, and commented and given suggestions to me over the last year. We've been doing this YouTube channel a little bit over a year now, almost to 100 subscribers, which is way more than I ever expected to get. And, those that play SIF with me, those that still, are in the game and talking to me and everything. That's just really fun. I love having you guys in the community and the camaraderie with some of you that we've developed over the year, going to, Anime Expo and meeting there, or just online and all that stuff. Fortunately, there haven't been any delayed viewings for the lives in Boston, so there was two. I was unable to make one, but yeah, traveled to New York City for one of those. But it's just been really great to be in this community, and that is the last song right there. Uh, if anyone does want to leave a comment with a suggestion for next year's video, I'm going to try to hopefully have this done sooner than at the end of the year. But yeah, once we get through easy, go to normal, hard, expert. Hard and expert, we'll see if we'll be able to get those done in a year. I'm sure I'll have to burn gems at that point just because of how many plays they require. Expert, I'm probably a third of the way through anyway, just from token events. But yeah, it's been great. It's been a great run with SIF. I really enjoy this game. So thank you all for watching this video. The achievements first step is done, and on to the next one. Thanks again. And likes, comments, subscriptions are welcome. Tell your friends. Hopefully, we'll have more content coming soon. I'm trying to figure out how to screen record on the Mac, and we'll hopefully get some Weiss Schwartz uh, deck profiles with that. And of course, we'll be posting some my awful first plays of songs just because, until I memorize it, I'm just really bad. So, thank you all again, and have a good rest of your day and whatever you're doing.